discussing the issues of today.
Welcome to the Cruz Conference. We're all here. You're here watching. Thank you so much. Lift off every night from 7 to 10.
Yep.
LA Leakers. Scam artist just incredible.
Thank you, bro. Yes.
Ashley Hollaback, hashtag queen, social media for Power 106, and she's been known to send out a few crazy pictures.
Nice.
From over the weekend, this weekend. And she's hungover. Power Fridays, Gabby V.
Right now.
And I'm Jay Cruz. What's going on, Gab?
All right, so Jeanette C says, talk about walking in on people while they're doing things. I just recently walked in on some girl having sex with some guy in the restroom at the park. LOL. Yes, I want to.
Park?
That's kind of hot.
Yeah, I think it's hot.
At the park.
Shit.
Nothing like it's riding the swing set, shooting some baskets, eating some ice cream, and
Yeah.
getting a little porn show in the bathroom,
Getting
bro.
elote and then watching somebody get that's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I walked in this is a weird story.
I got a good one.
But stay with me here. I walked in on a dude blowing another dude, right?
Oh my God, you're really gonna say this?
Yeah.
told
Listen,
me this.
it's educational, if anything.
Oh my.
This dude is blowing this dude, right? And like I looked, and the immediate reaction is, and you just try to walk away, or whatever. But then I don't know, I just looked back. The dude was doing such a good job.
Come on,
it was
fam.
crazy. Like I was like, how does he know how to do that so good? Yo, pause. Super duper pause.
You can't pause that.
But I
There's no
saw
way
it.
around
I saw it, and I was like, yo, dude is doing a good job.
Did you get jealous though?
No, I
A
wasn't
little?
jealous. Yeah, a little, because I was like, yo, I've never gotten head like that.
Oh my.
And the dude was like shoving something up his nose. I don't know what it was, but it was like a little vial. But yo, this dude was sucking probably sucked better than both of you. Like the dude was doing such a good job, and the guy. And the guy's face who was getting it, I mean, every man wants to have that face.
I think we're clear. I
Okay,
think we got
I'm
it.
just saying.
Now we understand.
It didn't turn me on. I just saw it and I was like, whoa, that's weird. Like I never saw that before.
Whoa, okay.
I walked in on my uncle having a one-night stand, and I saw his bare ass
Little hair?
pounding this
Little hair?
woman, dude. And he's like super Middle Eastern. He's like really hairy.
Your uncle's Middle Eastern?
My uncle's Middle Eastern.
Oh, okay.
And me and my brother walked into our like suite on the cruise that we were on, and he was doing it in our bed that me and my little brother had to share. And then he yelled at us, and I just stood there, and my brother's jaw dropped. He was like 9 at the time, and I was like, Ray, and he's like, get the f*** out. And I was just like, oh my God. It was so
Get the f*** out!
Get out.
It was gnarly.
I walked in on my homie having a threesome, man.
Oh, yeah.
Real story.
Shoot.
And
Like,
Tell him, please tell us about it.
well, no, the night started off
them,
at
it
a
might
club.
turn them
The
on.
night started off at a club, and my boy was actually arguing with these chicks because they were requesting music, and it was like, they were just being annoying.
And it turned into a threesome?
Yeah, bro. So
That's
he
so
ends
hot.
up bringing the girl back to my place. So I'm like, oh, she doesn't have a friend. That's what I was thinking. I'm going to bed, right? So I go to bed, and then I just hear like multiple voices in my living room. So I walked
Did
out.
it wake you up? Were you sleeping? It woke
Yeah,
you
I
up?
was sleeping, and I woke up, and I walked out, and he was having a threesome with the 2 chicks.
In
that
your
he was-
living room?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
That's kind of dope.
It's not cool
dope.
because here's the weird part. How you weren't invited? Did he saw you, right?
He didn't, yeah, and he hit me with one of those like, get back
In
in
your
the room.
house.
Yeah, and it didn't click, in time. Like, yo, bro, this
Yeah.
is my crib. I should be,
No, you're a friend.
invited to the party. But
Damn.
I didn't want to it up. But it was dope. Yeah, I mean, I walked in and these girls were pretty, and I
not gonna
enjoyed what
lie,
I
I would-
saw, but it wasn't like what he
I would
saw.
have stood there.
I
and been
would have
like,
stood there and just
"Hi."
started jacking off.
Can I watch?
Yeah, I mean, it was
I would've
definitely
watched.
a nice soundtrack for the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, because they were doing what they do too. It wasn't just like, yeah, man, it
It's
was
so hot.
a lot of fun.
Mine isn't as hot as your guys'. I walked in on my
Mine was
grandma
hot?
getting it on.
Your grandma?
Your grandma?
Fam, she got
Grandma.
a chill.
Dude, I was
grandma.
like, I
It's
was
officially weirder than mine.
I was
Yeah.
13, and me and my mom walk into my grandma's house.
Oh,
and
so
I-
that's her mom.
Yeah, well, my mom didn't see it. My mom went to the kitchen. She was like, go find grandma. And I was like, grandma, like screaming. And I go in her room, and her tits were out, and he was like this.
Was she banging some young stud?
No,
like 25?
it was our boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, his name was Walter. He's German, and he had a glass eye. But
Walter, thanks.
Walter with glass eye still getting
I rock with it. I rock
yeah,
with it.
she like had it open like this, and I was like, ah! And she was like, go Gummy.
She probably had like a robe
Wait,
on, like a
so
little silk robe.
what? He was rubbing her tit?
Yeah.
Like, was he like jacking off?
Well, I don't.
What was
His
he doing?
hand was underneath, and then he's just all like this, and like my grandma's looking. Then I opened the door, and I was like, ah! And she was like, Gummy, get out of here! Like, the door.
It turned him
and I
on.
went
Yeah.
to my mom, and I was like, I just saw. I don't know. I was so.
You sold out your grandma?
Dude, yeah, I told my mom what the hell.
Wow.
Walking in
damn.
on my grandma, that's terrible.
So Walter with the glass eye is fucking your grandma.
That's hot.
It was crazy.
Good for him, man. If you can get pussy on it with a glass eye, and don't put like grandma.
That's right.
What do you got for us, Ash?
I said my story, but we can talk about the next one.
Wait, why? What happened?
Dude, actually, you know what? This is
you
funny.
did?
That
My bad.
Real quick though, this is funny that you said you walked into somebody at the park because my friend actually got a ticket for getting it on in a park bathroom.
Yeah, you can get trouble
that
for that,
happens.
right?
Yeah,
happens,
and it's
yeah.
funny because it was like with a lot of kids, and she worked with kids, and they said you could be put on that pedophile list.
I got kicked off of the Snow White ride at Disneyland.
For giving him a handy?
I got in trouble. It was so embarrassing.
That is so hot, though.
That's dope.
So hot.
Fuck.
God.
I've never done anything in public like
You gotta
that. I
turn
feel
up.
like I need
You gotta
to.
turn up.
Turn
The
it
risk
up.
is like cool, but don't get
gives you-
kicked out.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, okay. Philip1229, I want to hear your fight stories, especially Ashley's. She doesn't look like the fighting type.
Oh God. Talk about how I got gang member on Saturday. I yelled at the wrong person on Saturday. I was wasted.
Such a white girl move.
I've done that, though,
went-
too.
Such a white girl
Like,
move.
that's not even the
That's
person
not
you're
even the
supposed to
right
yell
one.
at.
Yeah, I yelled at
Why
the
don't you
wrong
tell
person.
me?
I was texting the wrong person, saw the wrong person, went off on them, and got all hood. And I was wasted. I don't remember. And I was like, "You fucking lying to me, bro? Are you lying to me?" And I pushed him, and I freaked
It was a
out.
guy?
It was a guy.
She was being a thug.
How you don't have a black eye? I don't know, man.
It
You
was
should have swung
so
back at your ass.
Bad. Oh my God! But I've gotten in. I got suspended from school twice for fighting.
Damn.
I've gotten kicked out of my water polo games in high school for fighting.
Gabby's a fighter for sure. I would not advise
I
women to
don't
bring
start anything. That's the problem with me. Like, I don't
That's the
start
first
it.
thing?
it. A girl always says.
I really don't.
Not only
I don't
girl,
know
just-
why they hate on
just-
me.
Just a
I
motherfucker
started.
in
I don't give a
general.
fuck. If
I'll
someone
say
pisses
it
me
if
off,
I
I'll slap
started it.
you.
Like,
Motherfucker always quick to be like, I don't
Sometimes
ever, I just finish it. We get it.
I didn't say that.
I know, but I'm saying, your type says that. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
your type.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know. The last
not-
time I got into a fight might have been elementary.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
You're
know.
soft.
Nah, I just
Nah,
like, what the
Jay
f- am I
not.
gonna fight for?
I feel like Jay is like, there's no in between. It's either all in fight
yeah, exactly.
or no fight.
We're not gonna fight.
Yeah,
like-
I don't like to see Jay get there.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, we probably don't want to do that. But I don't know, like fighting now, it
Yeah.
just
Like,
seems
how
so
old are
f-
we?
weird.
I
Yeah, you
Fight
know.
now.
Yeah.
I just like I yell, and it usually happens when I drink. That's why I don't drink
You
a
get
lot.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm a
Crazy
talker. I make the faces
Yeah.
and shit. But I
I
wait for the
chest
homies to
bump.
come. Like, yeah, you chest
I
bump.
chest bump,
Yeah, I'm like
like,
that
whoa.
too.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
What?
right.
Hold me back. Hold me back. Yeah.
I'm all into like, see, I don't think it through. I'll get in somebody's face and I'll say some shit, and then I'm thinking, I think this might be a fight. You know? Holy shit, I didn't think it through. Like, damn, luckily it hasn't gotten
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough.
I
Yo,
yelled at an old
fights.
man recently, and I thought we were gonna fight, but then I was like, he's not gonna want to fight me, and I don't want to really fight him.
Why did you yell at him?
Because he yelled at Diana, my girl, and she came to the house like crying. It was in the morning, and he was like saying some shit about our dogs or whatever. So,
He was protecting his woman.
well, listen. So she walks in and goes, "This f***ing old man just told me that I was a piece of shit." So I go, "Are you sure he said
Yeah,
that?"
yeah.
Now I gotta go over there
Yeah.
and figure this out.
Did it sound like he said
Yeah.
that, or did he say that?
Yeah, and like I'm thinking, "F*** in my head. I'm like, "Well, how old is he?" I don't want to ask her. I don't look like no bitch. You know? So I'm like, "Fuck." So now I have to go over there, and he's like my dad's age. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, well, I could probably him up, you know. But still, if he wants to fight, that means we have to go. Like,
Oh my
That's so funny.
and now I'm fighting this old man. Okay, we're gonna flip it on you. We're gonna flip you over. You ready? Yeah. We're gonna do things a little different. We're gonna give you a question now, and then let us know what you think. And next week we'll talk about it. We'll talk about your comments. We'll talk about our story as well. The question is reasons why my ex ain't shit.
Oh,
We
man.
know there's a lot of reasons
Tons.
out there. A lot of you have a lot of exes, as we all do.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
My
I think
ex.
actually. Whoa.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you have a really good ex story as well, and Just you might as well. Yeah, reasons why my ex ain't shit. Let us know. Comment, subscribe, and as usual, anything else you want to talk about, let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll touch on it next week. Thank you so much for watching Cruz Conference.
Yeah.